Good morning, First Baptist. This is Pastor Doug. Last Sunday, we continued the series, Following the Way of Jesus. We talked about the path of obedience, that obedience comes as we hear God's word and then as we do God's word. God says, don't just be people who listen and then do nothing, but listen and respond. In fact, if we don't respond, we're not really listening. I think of multiple times when Jesus was teaching and he'd say, let the one who has ears to hear, let them hear. Let them hear, but let them hear and respond. Let them hear and obey. There's a book written by pastor and theologian Eugene Peterson that says, discipleship is a long obedience in the same direction. This obedience is not something we just do once. It's a life of obedience. It's a life of learning. It's a path. It's a journey. It's a way. What is God doing in your life in terms of this transformation, this journey of obedience? What is he stripping away? What is he building in? If you take time to pause, you'll see that there's things that God is doing, often through difficult times, but to strip away things that actually get in the way of our being able to follow. They hamper us, they hinder us. And God is building into things that enable us to walk this path, to run this race with endurance and perseverance and power and with great joy. This Sunday, we'll continue looking in James and we'll be looking at this whole sense of partiality, of not looking at people the way the world looks at people, where we live in a culture of celebrity status, the A-listers, and pandering to those people who are like the influencers. And God looks at people very differently, and he calls us to treat others the same, regardless of whether they're rich or poor, regardless of whether they seem to be people that really are with it, really have it all together, or people that are kind of broken. In fact, God says, in our brokenness, that's where we really are able to really get to know God and God's strength and power. That's when God's glory is revealed. We'll see you on Sunday, and we're welcoming new members, so it'll be a very exciting service to be part of. We'll see you then. I hope you have a great rest of your week.